Welcome, automation enthusiasts. Have you ever wondered how to implement direct login and SSO in Flash using Authentication 0 with Python? In this video, I will provide a detailed walkthrough ensuring you can effortlessly set it up for your own web application. So, let's get started. The first thing you need to do, you need to install require module. Okay, if you do not have this module installed, you can install them using the following command: pip install flash, or pip install Werkzeug, or pip install Flask-Login, or pip install authentication lib. Okay, I have already installed them, so I can skip this step. Now we need to import this module. Type from flash import flash request redirect URL for then section. Okay, so Flash is the main framework to create a web application in Python. Now requests allow you to access data that a user sends to your application. Redirect is a tool to guide the user to a different page or URL in your application. Okay, then URL for will help creating URL for specific function in your app. Okay, then section is used to store data between requests, like keeping a user login as they navigate between different pages on your website. Okay, then type from authentication lib dot integration dot flash client import authentication. Okay, so this tool help the Flash web application security talk to other services and let the user log in with their account from those services. Okay, then from Werkzeug dot security import check password hash and generate passport hash. Okay, so here we are importing two specific functions from Werkzeug security. Okay, check password is a way to safely compare password. This function is used to verify if a given password matches the previous hash version. Generate password hash is used to convert a plain text password into the hash version. Instead of saving the user password directly, which is a security risk, you save this hash version. Then when the user tries to log in, you can compare the hash version of the password they provide with the store hash. Okay, then type from Flash-Login import login manager user mixing login user login require then logout user. Login manager is like a controller for user authentication. Okay, it handles the process of logging in and out, remembering the user. Okay, then user mixing provides default implementation for property or method like is authenticate or is active, etc. This function logs the user in, which means the system will start recognizing them as login. Okay, now for this, you can put it above a function to protect it, meaning that function cannot be accessed unless the user is logging. Okay, then logout user is a function that logs the user out, ending their session. Okay, Let us continue. Now, we need to initialize a new Flash web application instance. For that, create a new variable called app, then type app equal to Flash, open the bracket, then add underscore underscore name underscore underscore. Note that Flash underscore underscore name is a command used to create a new instance of Flash web application. Okay, then we need to create a secret key for Flash application. For that, type app.secret key equal to add super secret key. Okay, so in Flash, the secret key can be any string. Okay, when the user logs in, the data stored about the session is encrypted using this key. Now, we need to initialize a new instance of Login Manager class. For that, type Login Manager, okay, Login Manager equal to call the function Login Manager and in bracket add the app. Okay, so by passing app to Login Manager, we are attaching this Login Manager to our Flash application. This allows the Login Manager to work with the application for things like handling user section. Okay, let us continue. Now, we need to create a dictionary name user that simulates a simple database or data store of user credential. Okay, so user equal to open the curly bracket, then we're going to type test user, okay, then call the generate password hash, then in bracket add password. So test user is a username and the password for this user is password. Then we need to define a class. Okay, type class, type class user, then in bracket add user mixing. Okay, so what this means, earlier I told you that user mixing class provides default implementation for several methods that Flash-Login expects for user object to have. Okay, some of these methods are is authenticate or is active. So by inheriting from user mixing, the user class automatically gets this method, which means we don't have to manually implement them. Okay, now pass statement is a null operation in Python. It is a placeholder and does not do anything. It is used here because the class definition cannot be empty. Okay, now let us continue. Now we need to create a function that will be called whenever Flash-Login needs to retrieve details of a user from its ID. Okay, add the decorator like this and type login manager, okay, dot user loader. So note that this is a decorator that tells Flash-Login how to retrieve a specific user object based on its user ID. Okay. Now we need to create a function type def, okay, load user, then a bracket, pass the user ID. And that function will return user. Okay. So this function is simply returning a new user instance without any verification. Okay. In one word, whenever the ad needs to know about a specific user, Flask-Login will call this function and ask, hey, can you give me the detail for the user with this ID? Okay, and this function will respond with a new user object. Let us continue. We need to set up a tool to let the user log into our application using other platforms like Google. Okay, for that, type authentication equal to 0 authentication, then in bracket, add our app. Okay, so by including app, we are making sure that this login feature works with our specific Flash application. Okay, now we need to tell our application to use authentication 0 system whenever the user wants to log in or sign up. Okay, I will paste a code snippet and show you where to find the data. Okay, please pay attention. This part is very important. We need to configure our application to use authentication 0 for user authentication by providing these essential details, like the client ID, the client secret, or API-based URL, and etc. Okay, how to do that? Visit the official website authentication0.com. Okay, click on login if you already have an account, or sign up if you do not have an account. In that case, you can sign up using a traditional email and password combination. Okay, in my case, I already have my account. Okay, now after signing into your authentication dashboard, you need to click on application. Okay, when you click on application, for you need to create a new application. Just click on create application, provide a name for your application, select the regular web application, then click on create. I've already have my account. Okay, so I will use my application. Then let me click on my application. When you will have your own application, you will find information like your application name, the domain that you need, the client ID, the client secret. We need this information for our script. Now we need to provide the client ID. So I will just go into my account, then I will copy the client ID, go back to my chart, and then I will replace with the proper value. Okay, then I need to provide the client secret. Go back, then this is the client secret. I will just copy it, then go back to my chart, replace with your client secret. Okay, Then I need to provide my domain. The domain is here, so I'll copy the value, go back to Python, and replace with the domain. Same thing here. Any place where you need a domain, just replace with the correct value. Okay. Here also we need to add our domain. Okay. So here in your own application, you will find your domain, your client ID, and your client secret. Okay. Ensure to set the allow callback URL to callback endpoint for your Flash application. You can add the http//localhost if you want. Okay. So make sure to provide a callback endpoint. Okay. Now let us go back to Python. Type app.root in bracket, add a backslash. Okay. So this decorator tells the application which function to execute when the user visits the main or the root URL. It can be the home page or any other. Okay. Then I need to create a new method called def index. Okay. And inside that method, I will add some HTML code to simulate a real login page. Okay. Please, if you need the HTML template for practice, just let me know in the comment. Okay. So here is my HTML template. Okay. So this function displays a greeting with the form allowing users to input their username and their password for direct login. Additionally, it provides an option to log in using a single sign-up. Okay. When someone visits the main page of the app, there we see this content. Okay. We need to create a login function which will be executed when the login endpoint is accessed. Okay. How to do that? Type app.root again, then in bracket add \login. Okay. Then provide a function for the login. This function will return authentication dot authorize redirect, and we'll provide the redirect ID with the localhost. Okay. So here we'll replace with this value. So authorize redirect the user to authentication 0 login page. Redirect URI parameter specify the callback URL. After the user log into the authentication 0 page and give the consent, authentication 0 will redirect the user back to its redirect URI, okay, with an authorization code. this authorization code can then be exchanged for token. Okay, in our case, after successful login, the user will be redirected to the proper localhost. Okay, now let us continue. When someone visits our website, we need to create a new function that will handle the callback. Okay, so same, we need to add a decorator. Then here we will add the callback. Okay, then our function, we will rename it callback handling. Okay, so when someone visits our website, this function will run. Okay, then we need to create a variable response equal to authentication 0 dot authorize access token. Okay, so here we call authorization 0 to get the authorization token. This token contains information about the login attempt. Okay, then for our session, open the square bracket. We add GYT payload. Okay, then equal to response.json. Then add the bracket. So after getting the token, it converts from the response format to a JSON format. Okay, the JSON data is then stored in the section under the name GYT payload. Okay, then we need to create a new variable called user, then we call the user. So here a new user object is created. This represents the person who is trying to log in. Okay, then we need to have the user ID. User.id, okay, equal to session, then open the square bracket and add sub. Okay, so every user from the authentication 0 has an unique ID. Okay, so this line is taking that unique ID from the data we saved earlier, okay, in the session, and assign it to our new user object. Okay, this way we know who the user is. Okay, then we need to type so this line log the user into our website. Okay, then our function will return redirect, then in bracket add / dashboard. Okay, so after logging in, the user is redirected to the dashboard page of the website. When someone tries to log in using the external login system like Authentication 0 in this case, okay, they get directed back to our site, which some special information. This function callback handy take that information, check if the login was successful, and if so, log the person in our website. After that, they are sent back to the dashboard. Okay? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing, especially if you are new in this channel. To all my faithful subscribers, thank you for your continuous support. I truly appreciate it. Okay? Let us continue. Now, we need to create a new function called Login Direct. I'll copy this. The same thing, you will add a decorator, then you will change to Login Direct. Okay. We will add a method equal to, open the square bracket. We are going to use the pulse method. Okay, when someone send the post request to our website at the login direct URL, okay, this usually happens when the user submit a form. The function login direct will run. Okay, we will name our function login direct. Okay. So we need to add now a new condition. If check password hash, then in bracket add users dot get, then open a new bracket, add a request dot form, open the square bracket, then add the username. Okay, then add a comma, then type request dot form. Okay, open the square bracket again, then now add the password. Okay, so here we check if the enter password match the store hash password for the provide username. Okay, if it is a case, user equal to user. Okay, so if the password is correct, a new user object is created to represent the person logging in. Okay, then type again user.id equal to request.form, open the square bracket, then add the username. Okay, so the username that was entered in the form is assigned as the ID of the user object. Okay, then let us continue. Type login user. Okay, and note that this line log the user into our website. Okay, then our function will return redirect, then add a backslash at dashboard. Okay. Else. So if the password was not correct, session, open the square bracket, add error equal to invalid credential. Please try again. So an error message is saved in the session. Okay. Then the user will be sent back to the main login page. Okay. Here we will remove this. Okay. Then we'll add dashboard. Note that the corrector means that this route is protected and the user must be logged in to access it. Okay. And our function will do what? Our function will return welcome to the dashboard. Okay. So when the user will navigate to our dashboard, he will see the message welcome to the dashboard. Okay. Then at the end, we need to add a last function. Okay. For the logout. Now here we will add logout. Okay. So when the user navigates to logout of our Flash application, this function will be called. We will name our function logout. Login required. This function definition is for the logout route. Okay. Inside that function, we will add logout user. Okay. This will remove and clear the section associated for that user. After the user is logged out, this will redirect the user to the root URL of the Flash application. Okay, and then always make sure to add if underscore underscore name underscore underscore equal to underscore underscore main. Okay, app dot run and in bracket add debug equal to true. Okay, so here if underscore underscore name equal to underscore underscore main, this line will check if the screen is being run directly by the Python interpreter and not be imported as a module into another script. Okay. Okay. Now let us run our code to see how it works. So before we run our code, make sure to review your code. Okay. Here we have welcome to dashboard. And here we have, this is dashboard. The decorator before the user navigates to the dashboard. Okay, perfect. Press Ctrl S to save. Then we are going to run our code. Please note that we are going to use as the username test user and the password. Okay. Right click on your Python file, then click on Run. Okay. Let us click on our localhost link. Let me maximize the window. Now we are in the login page. Test user as the username. Then the password is password. Click on login directly. Yes. Welcome to the dashboard. Now let us try to log in with incorrect password. Invalid credential. Nice. Now let us try to log in via SSO. Yes. Nice. Okay. So you can accept or decline. Now let us try to log in via SSO. Okay. Login via SSO. Nice. So here we have our application. Okay. Now here you will have your own application name. You can decide to accept or decline. Thank you for watching. Make sure to practice and send me your feedback here in YouTube platform, even though many of you are also reaching out in LinkedIn. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you enjoy the content of this video. Thank you.